Are you guys ready for the recap?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can remember what happened. Oh, yeah, I remember. Last time on Out of the Abyss, you completed your tasks within the labyrinth and decided to try and get out of the labyrinth, where you found a strange room in the labyrinth that had a map that was a labyrinth. This map was interactive, and as you interacted with it, you made a whole bunch of noise. So you got the attention of some Vrox whom attacked you, which you pretty easily dispatched. But after you finished cleaning it up, you finagled this little map room and was able to create a portal to Eremikos. Eremikos is a region in the Underdark that is on your list of places you need to go. Partly because you have some components that you need to collect for your demon ritual, and partly because you heard there's going to be a wedding there between Eremikos and Zuktmoy, and y'all are a bunch of little wedding crashers. So, you set up the portal, you walked through, stepping on spongy mushroom ground, finding yourself on the outskirts of the region and being met with the telepathic voice of Pisidia, an old friend, a Myconid sovereign, whom you did stuff with some time ago.
Did stuff.
The way Nikul is giggling over there sounds like Nikul and Pisidia might have a deeper relationship than I'm aware of. Nope.
Yeah, because they did stuff.
No, I just had a really dumb thought, and then it's making me giggle.
I want to hear this thought.
I just imagined Nicole wearing a boob window outfit. I don't know why.
I don't know what I said
how...
to pop that
I don't
image
know
in your
what.
head.
Pisidia, boob outfit, the exact same thing, essentially.
I don't know why it popped into my head. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna draw Nicole with a boob window now.
There's Kothar off screen. I think you look fantastic in that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
should it be a corset that's like not high enough to cover his nips, and then like
Men in corsets, yes, please.
the laces just drape over his tail? Now that you're all uncomfortable,
Quite the contrary.
You said I was uncomfortable, yeah.
Oh, wait, I literally just zoned that out. Like, didn't mean to.
Yeah, very mixed. Okay, so you all are in the outskirts. You are in kind of like a cavern that has several winding tunnels moving forward. After a brief conversation with Pisidia, they inform you that they will be waiting to meet you. At first you said you were going to meet in the room with the giant butt, but then I've decided that you actually have to walk a little bit before you get there. The TM wants you to walk, damn it.
But my feet hurt.
I'm not carrying you again.
Okay, first off, when was the
he's
last time you
carrying
carried me?
And Shiny is going to jump up onto your back. Like, you feel her little like cat claws dig into your scales as she climbs up your back and perches on top of your head. She's getting kind of big, so it's like having a 5-year-old just awkwardly hanging there.
Riding on your shoulders badly.
Mm.
You know what? Never mind. It looks like you have your hands full. Have fun.
What's the... I go over to Kothar. Kothar, what's the mushroom biome thing called again?
And Eremikos?
Yeah, and who's trying to marry them?
Zuktmoy.
Suck my dick! And then I walk away.
Kothar fucking dies. He just drops dead.
Critical hit.
All right, I'll sail next week.
Yaslin uses Revivify.
Oh, pardon me, Aslan. I feel like I've gotten deja vu before. Oh, I feel like that's happened once before.
I'm gagged. Oh.
I'm sure.
How am I supposed to continue with this?
How am I supposed to continue after that?
I win D&D. Thank you, everybody. This has been fun.
I'm sitting here thinking, how disrespectful that Buff Lovett, who's been here for nearly 3 years, has no idea what this quest is. What
I was expecting some like deep, intricate role play right there about like how we're gonna deal with this, and instead he just hit me with a power word kill.
That's it. That's all David does. He just walks away, smug as fuck.
Do I punish you or do I grant you inspiration?
I have no idea.
Why not both?
Yeah, honestly, both would be warranted at this point.
Fine, I give you inspiration. However, if you use it, something terrible will also happen.
Interesting.
That I
will use it
Inspiration,
immediately.
got it.
I will use it immediately with zero regard for the consequences.
First inspiration. It can be a thing.
Curses.
Oh, so wait, I have to
Questions
ask,
for
why me? Why me and not Yaslin or Nicole?
Because I knew you'd fall for it.
Damn it.
No. Okay, you motherfuckers.
God fucking damn it.
This came at such a bad time because I have a whole thing I wrote to read to you.
Sorry.
And now I have to read it with all stifling giggles.
I'm so sad Ellie's not here. I'm so sad.
I
Ellie would be
marked
so
this.
proud.
I marked this to be clipped.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Hey, what were we gonna say?
All right, I was going to say, you press deeper into the tunnels, the silence broken only by the scrape of your boots and J-Mitch snickering about his stupid Zuck my dick joke, while everyone else is just going, "K." After several minutes, a faint, otherworldly luminescence bleeds around the bend in the passage. As you inch forward, glittering spores drift lazily through the air. A thick scent fills your nostrils, a mixture of damp earth and something strangely sweet. The passage opens abruptly into a vast cavern. The floors and walls are draped in a tapestry of green and blue moss, which pulses with an eerie bioluminescence to the rhythm of your steps. Towering fungi sprout from every surface, the floor, the walls, even the ceiling, their spindly forms pointing inward like a round maw. Directly opposite of the entrance stands a colossal, crumbling archway formed from the fused stalks of ancient mushrooms. The moss clinging to it is bioluminescent and casts long shadows that stretch across the cavern floor. Large, glowing slugs leave glistening trails along the archway, revealing a passage beyond. Your attention, though, is drawn elsewhere. Off to one side, a cluster of glowing fungi erupts from the ground, forming a twisted organic altar that pulses with an unsettling inner light. It is here, at this altar, you see Basidia and their companions. Some of the Myconids in their troop are paying respects to this twisted altar. Their frilly caps are swaying rhythmically. Others are diligently clearing the fungal undergrowth with surprising dexterity to make space for what appears to be a temporary camp. Activity fills the air as the Myconids greet you with both weariness and relief. Basidia approaches you warmly and shakes a little bit, releasing the rapport spores. You are now all connected telepathically. Friends, you've made it. How are you?
Well, I feel like I've just been gotten hit by a boulder, but I'm feeling
I'm
all right
doing
otherwise.
great.
Were you hit by a boulder? Where? Do you need aid? And the giant sovereign kind of lumbers towards you, shaking his frilly head, and starts like checking, like lifting your hand up, checking for wounds.
No. It's a metaphorical boulder, I'm sure. Jamich can tell you all about it.
We'd rather you not. He's not, but let's just forget it.
They can just hear me in my mind just going, suck my dick.
Except with the rapport spores, you say this out loud in your telepathic link, and all of the Myconids stop what they're doing and slowly look at you. As Zuktboy is a pretty prominent figure within Myconid mythology. They're all like, did he just say? Did he just say? Did they just say? Zuktboy, what's a dick? I don't know. We should ask him. What's a dick? Zuktboy dick? I don't get it. What is a Zuktboy dick? And breaking this little cacophony of whispers, you see a little stumpy white Myconid without a face except for the remnants of kind of smeared off, but still quite there, luminescent blue smiley face that was once drawn on its frill, stop mushroom head. Sounds a little gross. Run up to you. Guys! Sucked my dick!
Wow, Stool, it's
waddles.
so good to see you.
Yeah, Stool waddles up to you, bouncing.
How have you been, Stool?
I'm getting so much taller. Look! And it straightens up. He's maybe grown a good, yeah, getting a little taller.
Wow, you're really shooting up.
Did you hear that, Basidia? I'm shooting up! Yes, you are, Stool.
We rescued another, like, Myconid child, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Are they here?
Do you say that out loud, or do you just look around?
I just look around.
As you look around, you notice behind one of the other Myconids, a little head kind of peek from around the corner. Shyly.
What's their name again?
Rumpadump.
Oh, and is that Rumpadump I see over there?
I'm here. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Mr. Kothar.
How are you, little one? Have you recovered?
I'm getting okay.
That's good to
Getting
hear.
there.
I'm sure Basidia and them have been taking very good care of you now.
Yes, it's better. I'm glad you're here, though. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time.
It really has been. We've been busy across the Underdark, but we've returned for more than one reason. So, I turn to Basidia. What exactly is going on? We're aware of the marriage, but we're still fuzzy on the details.
Basidia kind of steps aside to reveal this, like, twisted, glowing altar. This altar is a way to communicate with Aramikos, to commune with it. However, it seems that Aramikos, its consciousness is sleeping? We don't understand it, but whenever we try to commune, all we see is darkness. I fear the Demon Queen has trapped his consciousness so that he cannot defend himself against the ritual.
We still
Trapped
commune?
its consciousness.
Can you think of any way to help him?
We think if we can get closer to the core of its consciousness, in the center, the heart of Aramikos, we may be able to communicate and awaken it. If Aramikos is awake, it can defend itself against the Demon Queen.
Are we able to commune with it right now?
You're welcome to try.
So do you need to get close to it, or can anyone get close to it?
Using our rapport spores, we can communicate through you. I fear me and my troop are not able to safely approach. Zuktmoy's myconids are sharing their gift. We are extremely vulnerable to Zuktmoy's spores. If we are to breathe them in, we will surely be taken as thralls. We dare not approach any closer. But you might be able to waken Aromikos.
Have to. And I turn to the party. For Hemlock.
You cut out. What was that?
For Hemlock.
Oh.
Basidia has kind of stepped aside. If anybody wants to approach the altar, no one will stop you.
I approach.
So you see this altar. It is twisted and organic. It looks like it's made from strange mushrooms kind of wrapping around itself, almost like a neuron or a brain stem of some kind, and it's like rhythmically pulsing with light. Make a quick investigation.
Investigation. Oh, I want an inspiration. Dang it, I already rolled.
All right. Where did my notes
14.
go? 14. As you look at this, you do notice a couple at its base. It's a little bit wider, and it kind of like gets skinny and goes up. At its base, as you look, it does look like lumps kind of carpeted with moss. But peeking through, you see that there is a corpse of a myconid that is curled up in a fetal position right next to the altar. And it is holding onto a little pouch in its hands. As you kind of look at the different lumps, it kind of seems like each of these might have been the bodies of myconids that have just kind of grown and fallen into, like, become part of this altar.
Is there a way to, like, I just go up to it and I start talking? Is that...
You're talking to the corpse?
I try to talk to the corpse. I just go, are you Aramikos?
Basidia kind of hovers over you. That is a fallen kin. It is not uncommon for myconids at the end of their life cycle to travel to shrines such as this and lay to rest. And Basidia kind of reaches down and pulls the little pouch from its hand and, like, looks inside. The spore sac is still intact. And then hands it to you. You can have this for luck.
Thank you. Such luck.
What you have...
Hmm?
It's a myconid spore sac. It's filled with glowing purple spores. When placed on a wound, it will stop bleeding or burning and heal 2d8 damage. but you will also have advantage on your next Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
A character who inhales the spores might experience some side effects.
Interesting. Sounds like Cora would love this.
Hold on, let me make a quick note. Okay.
Guys, I was gonna go over to Basidia and say, you guys don't have any, like, arcane crafters or anything like that, do you?
What was the question?
You guys don't have any, like, arcane crafters or anything like that, do you?
Arcane crafters? I apologize, but we are not trained in the ways of the arcane. Why? What is it that you seek?
Just some repairs to a construct of ours.
I see. I am unfortunately unable to assist in such matters. But if you wish to enjoy some fresh moss, you are welcome to our stores.
Is this the only way? Am I still able to communicate with Aramikos, or is this?
You haven't really interacted with. You haven't actually interacted with the actual shrine.
Okay. So I guess
Do you
I
wanna
look at a
touch it?
mushroom
Do
and
you
ask
wanna
how to
break-
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I go, am I supposed to? I don't want to. Hate to be disrespectful.
Yeah. Fair. They all kind of like bow their head reverently. When we wish to speak with Aramikos and commune, we hold on to the stalk and allow his consciousness. Stop giggling at me, Retsu. Allow his consciousness to fill.
I firmly grasp the stalk
What did I do?
at the base.
I didn't do this on purpose. Okay.
Mhm.
You, as you grasp the shaft,
Yeah.
you
Firmly grasping.
you definitely feel your consciousness attempting to make a connection with another consciousness. You have the opportunity to try to make a wisdom save, or you can allow it to happen.
Ooh. What about my ring of never reading of like my mind block ring? Does that come into play
That's-
here at all?
Yeah, you can automatically succeed if you want to.
Ooh.
So you.
I don't think I want
basically-
to.
You're gonna allow it to.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, you can tell this isn't like a malicious thing. This is.
It made it past
your-
my secretary. Yeah, it made it past my secretary. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
You grasp it.
mhm.
You feel like you're hooked, like zoom super fast through your consciousness, and where you would expect to be in someone's mind palace, utter blackness, pitch black, swallowing, overwhelming, dead silence, no light, free fall, like where your stomach is just. Whoop. It is overwhelming. Death, but not quite death. That is a wild reaction.
I try to catch my breath and like realize that there's none there. I try to breathe shallow, but realize that there's still nothing, and somehow it's okay. But also, like, somehow my anxiety is rising by the fact that like I'm in this perpetual state of
It is like
near drowning, but
what
like
it's. I would say
calm.
the best exclamation, the best description would be, if you know how when people are afraid to die, it's because they're afraid of the nothingness that comes with death. This
Right.
assumption that you would be consciously aware of the nothingness, which if you were to be rational about it, you're like, oh, well, if I'm dead, I don't know that I'm dead, so it's fine. But this is that fear that you would be aware of it. That is what this feels like.
I attempt to talk into the void and just say,
As you
I am
speak,
here.
no sound escapes your mouth. It is more silent than, it's almost like your ears no longer work.
Right.
You suddenly, after several agonizing moments of this, you feel something grasp your wrist and pull you back. Basidia has pulled you off of the altar.
What happened? That wasn't him. That was Aramikos? I didn't see anything. He didn't say anything. It was just nothingness. It was empty. It was full but empty. What was that?
To awaken Aramikos. He is vulnerable.
Was him asleep?
You entered his consciousness. The consciousness was turned off.
I entered nothingness?
Something like that. As you
Sounds
can
like
see,
my mind.
Basidia turns and looks at you, very alarmed. You have nothing in your consciousness too? Are you being possessed?
Sometimes it just feels that way.
Oh. I think
I was not aware that you
understand.
could just turn off consciousness.
It is like a... How do mortals call it? Coma?
How do we awaken him?
We need to go closer to the heart of his consciousness and force him awake. We are too far to have enough of an impact.
Can't even begin to tell where this would be.
We can tell you. We have the rapport spores. We can guide you.
Then let's
Welcome,
go.
Lucius.
If
Hello.
I heard the sound of someone eating rations.
Stool runs up to Lucius. Lucius, look how tall I got. I'm almost as tall as halfway up to your knee.
Long time no see. You've grown so much.
I feel like
The fungus.
I feel like we want to like roll up Lucius's pant leg, and along his shin are, you know, when a kid is like measuring their growth by like putting little marks on the door frame. There's like just like little marks along Lucius's his shins for all of the little party members growing and like marking their height.
I have never washed it off. It is here. You can make another mark.
As he's doing it, Rumpadub goes, "Hey, no cheating. Get off your toes."
I suppose I'll just squat down a little bit.
As the Myconids are so happy to see their friends, what are you guys doing with this new information?
Gonna wake it up.
I'm
I
gonna-
guess.
I'm gonna ask Basidia. So exactly how many Myconids have fallen to Zuckmoy's influence?
It is difficult to say an exact number, but I would say in the hundreds.
And are they all currently standing around this core? Are they congregating there?
They are heading towards an area close by the core to perform the ritual. You don't need to exactly be right there, just closer. But there are hundreds in a procession heading that way. In fact, I would recommend you avoid running into any of them.
I was going to avoid the exact same thing. Funny.
Also, it seems that another presence has made its way here. A rival demon lord has come to take advantage of Aramikos' vulnerability and perhaps Zuktmoy's distraction. They plan to
Should we blacks?
feast. The Myconids shudder with fear as you say that.
We able to save
is it-
all of these Myconids, or will they perish? The ones that turned.
If Zuktmoy is destroyed, her hold on the Myconids should wane. If we wake Aramikos, it can defend itself against both intruders, as we are currently inside of it, like cells of a body. Aramikos normally has defenses, like the tiny microbial defenses in your body that protects you from alien intrusion.
Alright, so we need to get close to the core in order for you to wake it. What exactly happens when we get close to the core? What then?
It is difficult to say. We can try and call to it, perhaps enter its realm. Aramikos has ways to invite beings into its domain. If we can get closer,
Do you know if the domain's been compromised?
it might have been, which is what I am afraid of.
Well, better start sooner rather than later. How far is it from here?
I think you may get there within a few days.
Farther than I expected.
Aramikos spans over 100 square miles.
Well, which way?
Basidia kind of turns towards the mushroom archway that is across the cavern. That is the closest and most direct route. I will continue to guide you through the rapport spores.
Is there anything you think we should take with us? Some sort of fungal coffee or something like that?
Coffee.
Thank you, Pooh.
Mud water.
How about this for funsies? Basidia is going to reach into his their chest and pull out a chunk. It looks just like a piece of biomass. It's pretty hard and woody, and it's covered in moss. Use this as a channeling device. I will always be with you now. And he hands it over to you.
Thank you.
You
Does
notice
that not hurt?
it grows back. It's like plucking out a hair.
Fair enough.
Big hair.
Who's taking it?
I think that since Jaslyn asked about, she'd probably be the one taking it.
Yaslin, as you hold on to this piece, you suddenly realize your eyes are drawn to those glowing slugs that were kind of like creeping along the archway, the mushroom archway across the way. And you suddenly realize you can now see faint glowing trails following where they went. As long as you possess this Myconid heart, you will be able to see traces left by bioluminescent creatures.
That's interesting.
Well, we're somewhat short on time, aren't we?
You know what? I said 3 days. Let's retcon that and say 1 day.
Okay.
We just got
That's
a
closer than
shotgun.
I thought.
You need to go.
Is there anything else we should know before we go out?
If you fail to awaken Aramikos and Zukt Moy is successful in her ritual, I fear their union will turn the entire Underdark and perhaps even the material plane into an extension of her lair on the abyss.
Well, at least it's not spiders.
I don't know. What happened last time we were here was pretty awful. But it's a good thing we won't fail.
As long as we're out of the abyss.
Everyone looks at the camera and then turns back.
Everyone at the boop boop.
Just boom.
That just reminds me of this 3-second scene in Hazbin Hotel when the main character is talking to the angel Adam, who's kind of a bro chode, and she's like, I've come here to talk about our biggest problem, which is the problem of the show. And he doesn't know what she means, so he's looking at her and it's like a profile. He goes, our biggest problem, math? No, ugly people. And then he looks at the camera with a grin and then looks back at her. It's so quick and it's so funny. He's like, oh, ugly people. No, math. Thanks, Tamshin. Sorry. For those of you who haven't seen Hazbin Hotel, this is such a niche reference, but it just...
No, it's not.
Breaking
I love Hazbin
like,
Hotel.
looking at all the camera is so funny to me. Okay. Is there anything you like to do? Oh, both of Mike and Ed, Stool is gonna like start running up. Do I gotta go? Do I gotta go? Do I gotta go? And Rumpin' Up is like, Stool, you know we're supposed to stay here with Sovereign and it's safer. Oh, don't be-
Sorry,
Unfortunately, I
go ahead.
don't think it's. Oh, yeah.
As we're leaving, I pull Lucius aside and I say, "Hey, who's trying to marry Aramikos again?"
Zuckboy?
Suck my dick! And I walk out.
He can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it!
I like how none of us stopped him.
None of us stopped him.
You see, like, Lucius eye roll, just like,
Oh.
Kothor's walking by with like a cup of coffee and he's like, you too. And he hands Lucius a cup of coffee.
I need it.
Please do this to Ellie next week.
You have my word, I'll say nothing.
We need.
I'll
I
just
have.
FaceTime
I'll
again.
message you. But I have ideas. Anyway,
I can't believe you got.
I got Kothar with that earlier.
Got all of us.
So I thought it
You
would
got
be fun.
all of us last fucking A. That was like the full body chill. What's so funny is I didn't know what you were about to do until you started asking. I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I saw Retsu's face just drop. Like, ah.
Oh no.
On that note, I kind of have to pee, and now I want to make some coffee. So let's take a quick little break. And yeah, we'll be back here in a few momentos. I'm gonna turn the camera back to the BRB screen until I get back, and I'll mute myself. But you guys will be able to be heard. I need to figure out a logistical way to give us an actual green room effect, but I'll figure that out later.
Awesome.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
How is it the second time around?
Classic.
Oh my god.
part. I was like, I don't know how Lucius would have reacted at Bedden.
I mean, he's
Because he
rather
does.
bloodthirsty, and Yasla would be fine with you killing him. So
Yeah, I mean, he still does hate J-Bench.
I feel like you would like draw your bow as I'm walking away and just be like, no, not yet. Not here.
There will be another time.
Yeah.
You make a tally on your arm of like, and you just see like there's a line of tallies of how many times he's just done something to you.
J-Bench has annoyed the hell out of Lucius. It's just like,
Reasons for James to die. It's just like a long tally mark.
Yep.
Just adds another.
wait, is this Lucius or Yaslin?
Lucius.
Either.
Both.
Yeah. Both either, yeah.
How was your birthday, Poof?
Yes, happy birthday.
It was pretty good. That's why I was late today. They took me out to Hibachi and
What's it
had
like?
some ice cream. It's like the like Asian restaurant where they have like a big grill like in front of you, and a chef like does a bunch of like chef tricks on like how to slice an onion, and they do like onion volcano things, and like they fry all the stuff in front of you and make you like catch stuff in your mouth. It's very like showmanship kind of chef Asian cuisine thing where they cook everything in front of you. It's like Benihana. I don't know if they have them up.
I don't know if we have them either.
Australia. Then I got some frozen yogurt, and now I'm here.
I
I
was
haven't had
told. I said,
Froyo in like 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a really long time. I just
I said before
realized that.
I don't.
Hmm?
I said before I didn't know if I had any like words that you wouldn't use somewhere else.
Hmm.
And the first thing that came to mind was potato cakes.
What?
And like potato cakes, it's a type of food, but
Mhm.
other parts of Australia call them potato scallops. So it's not even something you would hear all over Australia.
Interesting.
It's just basically a slice of potato that you cook in batter, frying batter.
Potato cakes are good. I like potato.
I really
cake.
like pierogies, potato dumpling things.
I really like dim sims, and no, I don't mean dim sum. For anyone who thought that's what I meant, it's different.
What is it?
It is a type of dumpling. It's a Asian-inspired Australian food.
It's a type of dumpling. I'm interested. Dumplings are probably my favorite food.
Dim sim is a Chinese-inspired meat and vegetable dumpling-style snack food, popular in Australia and to a lesser extent in New Zealand.
Did you get a haircut, Bob? Nope. Bob has his headphones
Don't know
off.
if you can hear.
Yeah, he has his headphones off.
That's probably why it's more easier to notice that he's got a haircut.
Mhm.
If he has.
Or he styled his hair different. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, hello. What did I do?
Maybe
asked-
you got a haircut?
Yeah. Did you get a haircut?
Yeah.
Okay. I asked that when your headphones were off, and then I realized your headphones were off. It's like, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah. I got a haircut. It's nice.
I had to fill Steven in with the Zuckboy dick joke.
Oh my god.
What did he say?
Well, I was like, "Did you see that shit?" And he was like, "Something about sucking dick." And I was like, "Okay, hold on. I gotta start at the beginning." And I had to tell him the whole story of what happened.
Explain it.
I explained it in part 1 and part 2. I even used your guys' voices in my explanation. So for Kothar, I was like, I think Aramikos, I guess. Oh gosh, my coffee is being brewed, so as soon as it's finished, I'm gonna go pour myself a drink. How you doing, Poof? Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Should we?
Just returned from my.
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead.
The reason I was late is because I was returning from birthday festivities.
What did you do?
Like dinner, just hibachi and some frozen yogurt.
Oh, so good. Who did you go with?
My sister and her family.
Aww. I feel like the Myconid kids are gonna bring you like a mushroom cake with Happy Grow Day, Lucius. Oh, hey, could you do me a favor and post your throne link in my chat?
Sure.
In case anybody wants to take a look at his birthday wish list.
Sweet.
I've never had a throne.
What was that?
Thank you,
Spoil
Bub.
that
I said
mug.
I've never had a throne.
Oh. So
My throne is purely for my cats.
Is it
I've
yours then?
noticed.
There's just a bunch of cat stuff on my throne wish list, so.
there's a bunch of
We also discussed what Lucius would have done after that joke, and I feel like it is reasonable to assume he has notches in his bow of how many times Gamich has annoyed him, and there's just an extensive amount of notch marks.
Yeah. It's like up and down the belt. I feel like everybody has a belt of notches every time J Mitch has annoyed them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if Jamich ever asks, like, oh, what is that? Don't worry about it.
Like, all right. Keeps to himself.
Da, 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 da. Cool. Hold on, I gotta fix some camera angles. Nips. All right, are you guys? Oh wait, no, my coffee's still brewing. Let's just give us a few more minutes because I don't want to get up in the middle of the thing. Okay. Well, we could just say that before you head off, you can, I don't know, hang out with the Myconids for a little bit, help them set up their little camp. They're setting it up for you, really.
Do they dance like they do in Baldur's Gate?
Okay, so this is really interesting. In Out of the Abyss, it specifically says that Myconids that are corrupted with Zuckmoy's spores dance. And it points out that this is odd behavior because Myconids don't dance. It says this multiple times, that you're supposed to be unsettled by the fact that these Myconids are dancing. So the fact that Myconids are dancing in Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of, I think, just a mistake.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
I like the dancing Myconids.
Hi, Kat. How's it going? Yeah, so
Hello.
dancing is, and I think they want this to be strange because all of Zuckmoy's Myconids are preparing for her wedding, and so they're participating in jovial wedding behavior, like dancing and throwing confetti and all that stuff, and so that's supposed to be odd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so dancing Myconids are supposed to be a big red flag. But I guess all of the Myconids in Baldur's Gate are infected with Zuckmoy's spores.
Zuckmoy.
My cab looks crisp today. Know what it is, Kat? It's because we are in a Zoom call. And rather than using I used to use a separate camera for Zoom and a separate camera for you, like OBS, but then I realized that Zoom has a really, 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 really generous beauty filter that smooths my skin out. Hi, Dag! And so...
Dag!
What's up, Dag? Yeah, so I actually... Yeah, so it's kind of nice to use that. Thanks for the raid, Dag. Everyone say hi to Dag. He's my Pathfinder DM. Dead Aussie Gamer. My layout is sick.
It's
Thank
right.
you. This layout is a hand-drawn layout that I made. I actually have to update it because we're no longer in the labyrinth. So, yeah, Kat, so if you just want to have, like, the smoothest of smooth cameras, just, like, have OBS, just be in a Zoom call all by yourself. And just have that capture it. It makes you look... It like smooths my makeup out, so like I don't have all the little like shiny. It like I look less greasy. It like mats me out. Yeah, totally. Makes me look less tired. Zoom's beauty filter is the best.
I mean, if you can help me look less tired, that'd be something, because I feel like I'm about to pass out, which is odd because I just woke up.
Oh, are you tired?
I don't know why. Just
do you drink coffee?
I don't drink coffee now.
No.
I don't like hot drinks.
But
yeah, I don't know what it is. I woke up not that long ago, and then all of a sudden my routine just went boom, straight down.
I'm sorry.
Probably just because I'm old.
I mean, I think that's why I'm tired all the time. You're on a coffee detox right now, back on decaf. I'm perishing. Yeah, I can't do a coffee detox. I'm brewing some coffee right now. If you don't like hot, have you ever tried it over ice with some creamer?
We don't really have creamer here.
Huh?
We just use milk.
Okay, have you ever tried it over ice with milk?
Nah, not
Okay.
really.
Okay.
I tried it once, like coffee, and it just made me sick.
Oh, I see. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Kat, I know that it's been like 4 years since you and I've played D&D together, and you're not really like the biggest D&D player, but let me know if you are like, I do like little mini campaigns and one shots pretty periodically. So if that's something that suits your fancy, let me know and I'll reach out to you. I just don't want to bother you if it's something that you're just not interested in. Yeah, Nate Duggar, I definitely have been feeling.
I mean, she did awesome in that one shot we did a long time ago.
That's why, yeah, I said it was a long time ago. I just don't want to pressure her to do something that she's not that crazy about. You can't commit to a whole thing. That totally makes sense. I've been getting into doing like mini campaigns. Like we're about to do the finale next week to my Once Upon a Woodland campaign. So it was supposed to be 6 episodes. It ended up being 7 episodes because we needed to do a filler. But sometimes I do 3-part one-shots that take 3 episodes just so that we have plenty of time to do everything. So I do all kinds of stuff. But if you're down for one-shots, yeah, I'll hit you up. Okay, I'm gonna check my coffee in about 1 minute, and then we can get back to it. Guys, what should the next theme of our overlay be? Because
Mushrooms.
I was thinking about that, but I don't think we're gonna be doing Aramikos.
Yeah.
Like I could get us done with this session in a session or two. If
I
we...
mean,
Brenzan.
I think that's.
I was gonna say spiders or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be like. Did you? This is actually reminds me. Did you hear that World of Warcraft is an acrophobe? What's it called?
Arachnophobia mode.
Yeah, that turns them all into crabs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe spider webs instead.
Okay, so maybe like
Yeah,
a
one of those
Menzoberranzian architecture with like the black angular pieces and the white spider web decals and stuff. That would probably take us till the end of the campaign.
I will say one of my favorite areas in Baldur's Gate 2 was when you went to the Drow City. I can't remember the name of the city, but
it's not Menzoberranzan?
I don't know. I haven't played the game in 20 years.
Gotcha.
But either my suggestion was either Menzoberranzan or a layout with the varying demon princes that we have encountered.
Yeah, all of them.
give all of you a frame that has to do with the Demon Lord that's most
Mhm.
relevant to you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
Jaybitch would
hell
have the
Yeah.
Demogorgon.
Okay, so
Yeah, give me the Demigorgon,
yeah, I
baby.
associate Jamish with Demogorgon, Kothar with Gratz,
What
Yaslin
now?
with Lolth, Lucius with Yanagu. I don't know who I would with or Nakul. Maybe Frazer Blue. Frazer Blue,
Oh,
yeah, because that's like the god of secrets and stuff. And who would Korra? Who would
Well-
Korra be associated with?
Seeing as you said Yaslin and Loaf, it'd probably be Korra and Jublix. Because was it Jublix that was? No, it was the pudding one that.
The Pudding King is
Was-
Jublix.
Yeah, so that would be what I'd say because she is more associated now with
Langdon Stone.
Cleric. Yeah,
I'll have to think about that. I don't know, Kat. Did they? Look,
No
Korra's
way.
becoming her own
Be bad.
demon lord with her
Demon
terrifying.
Lord of Shinies.
She just is one, okay? She has her own set of followers.
I just typed in pride in my channel emotes filter, and I only got this. So, doubt it. I think they did.
I just see the word boobs pride.
I
know, it's boobs
I have all
pride.
the pride stuff, I think.
I have a lot of Pride emotes.
Did they only keep it
I do, but they're
because
from-
of Pride Month?
I have a bunch of them, but they're probably from Pride Month to fuck, what's it called? Scam trains.
Oh wait, no. I still have it.
Not scam trains.
I just looked at my other
Hype train?
emotes. I got them all.
Hype train. There we go. Sorry.
Oh,
I mean, you were kind of right the first time.
I don't know. I don't know why they would get rid
Yeah,
of
they got
it.
the bisection. They got the bi B and everything.
Okay, I'm gonna go check my coffee and then we'll continue. Be right back.
Yeah, I have those soon. The bees.
Yeah, I was just looking in the wrong place. Wait, it's back. I don't think it ever left. I don't think it ever left.
Oh damn! I hit the limit. I hit the 500 character limit.
Damn. Search Pride 2, nothing came up but a cup. Yeah, I was looking in like channel emotes, and then I had to look into my emotes, but I have the Franker face extension, so that's probably why it didn't show up first. But as long as I have my wiggle, my butt shake, and my D69 dice, like I'm happy. You know what I mean? Those are my
Oh,
favorites.
all that buff
as
cake.
the-
Mhm.
Oh, yep. Perfectly spoken as a bard of the group.
Yeah, buddy. My
The bee
favorite
is amazing.
emote. I'm very vain. My favorite emote is my heart flex emote. I just love the simplicity of it. Cat-like eyes, yeah. The eyes are scary. Yeah, I like the heart. The heart's nice.
I mean, this is one
I
of
like the
my
peaks.
favorite ones
They're great.
because it's just the trans flag with hearts around it.
Nice. I like that one. You ever just get hit with like a spell of just like sleepy?
That's what I said happened before. Like
Like I just
they
got
just went.
eepy, dude. Like I
Yeah.
just got straight up like EB sleepy.
The missile is very EP.
Yeah,
EP something.
I'm eepy and needy some CP.
Those emotes are amazing, by the way, Poof.
Hmm?
Those emotes you're using, they're amazing.
Oh yeah, they're ice tokies.
Yeah.
I think she gets them commissioned by. He's really like famous guy. It's like Dominic something. He makes a lot of like those facial animations on a lot of like comics he writes.
These are some of my favorites as well.
All right, I have a coffee, guys.
Well, now you should be caffeinated, right?
I will be. I am pre-caffeinated. All right. So you guys prepare to go. You do notice how while you have been in the Underdark for quite some time and you have seen heavily mushroomatized areas, there is something a little bit different about this chamber. The moss carpets every square inch, the mushrooms growing everywhere. They are so vibrant, so spongy and colorful. The air, you can like see just little spores kind of like flicking in and out, like light glittering, like just catching your eye. The air smells earthy and yet clean, like fresh. It's not a dead smell, it is a living smell. And you see that the different myconids that are here, while are too afraid to touch the altar, knowing what horrors are inside of that consciousness, they do one at a time go up to it, break off a piece of themselves, hold it to their foreheads, and then lay it at the base as some kind of offering. You can see that it is really important to them, the health of Aramikos, and that they are in mourning and very anxious about its fate. After you steel yourselves or gather yourselves, have you guys taken a rest? You can take a short rest.
A short rest.
Unless you're spending the night. That's up to you.
Nah.
We're going to be traveling for a whole day, aren't we? Won't we rest during... Like, does that count a rest during it or not?
Hmm?
We're going to be traveling for a whole day to get there. Does that count resting along the way, or...?
It'll be like the rest of the day. So you have just recently dealt with the maze room. Yeah, actually, do you need to set up camp? How many hours has it been since you've slept?
I don't think it's been that many hours, like no more than what, like 2?
Right. I
But
definitely
I guess it depends on
planned-
how far.
okay, I'm going to give you guys a short rest, only because the way I've planned. Why do you look terrified?
What the heck was
Is it-
that?
What the
Someone
fuck was that?
Disappeared on...
There's
What
just
the
a random
hell?
Thomas
No,
the
that's-
Tank Engine natural 20 hitting us.
What happened?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when someone
that's-
hits a critical, it like shoots off a.
What?
What happened? I
I'm
missed
Sorry, I
it.
got jump scared by I got jump scared by Thomas the tank engine,
Tank engine.
chewing at me.
Yeah.
I didn't
Who
hear
rolled
anything.
like a 10
No,
and,
it was,
and like
it was
How,
on
how?
Foundry. It was
was
Yeah,
on
it was on
Foundry,
Foundry.
yeah.
It came out like...
I did not have Foundry. I had it
Okay.
minimized.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
Wait, so is
You
it
guys-
something that
I mean,
you did, Poof?
I think
I
so.
am
I
streaming
set
if
it up.
anyone wanted to clip it and show it to
Okay.
other people. It was there.
That genuinely scared the shit out of me.
I saw everyone's face, and I was like, "What's going on, guys?" And you all looked like JTC's face was so horrified. I thought someone had hacked into your guys' like computers and shown you some like horrifying footage or something. Like I
No, it was
I
just
know.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Just Thomas the Tank Engine.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
What were you
It's
trying to tell
scary.
me?
Tank Engine.
Before I
You've
got
never played
scared?
the Fallout 4 mod with Thomas the Tank
Or
Engine.
all of
Oh
us.
my god.
Okay. All right.
Song of Rest or Smell of Rest. You guys get an extra D6.
It's Buff,
Or
do you
well,
know-
sorry, 1d8.
Anybody who's ever worked in an Italian restaurant, before we would open, they would be one of the chefs would walk around the whole restaurant with a frying pan of garlic. Like he'd cook garlic and
Yeah.
just walk through to like waft this smell of garlic.
Yeah,
into
I'm just
the room.
wafting garlic in everybody's face.
I
Like
missed
garlic
the
mushroom.
punchline. Anyone who's worked in an Italian restaurant and then you just come back to the smell of garlic in the room, it's like,
I mean, it
What?
was to
Why
make
is
it
this
smell
different?
like cooking, like the Italian cooking. You know, it was like to go.
Mhm.
okay.
It smells so good in here.
Everyone
So
still does that.
yeah, I'm giving you guys a short rest only because the way I prepared everything was contingent on your resources being slightly depleted.
Where is short rest? There. So
Something.
what happens with that? You get an extra point when you reach certain levels. The Song of Rest, sorry.
Oh, go ahead and figure out what that means for you. You're gonna just sit and vibe and do your preparations. The other Myconids are hanging out with you. You just see like, not only there's other Myconid sprouts here too, not just Stool and Rumpadump, but a few others that you've never noticed. Hi, Coddlesworth, sing the song. No, so he's not singing a song. He's cooking up some garlic. He's roasting garlic and getting everyone. It's the smell of rest.
Yeah, Smell of Rest.
Just reminds me of that J Mitch theme song.
Oh, what was it? I think I have it. Hold on. I have it right here in let's see, characters. I put all this effort into giving everybody songs and musics and I never use it. I'm gonna have to make some changes. Okay.
I don't want to hear J Mitch's.
This is the Song of Rest for J-Mitch. This song is called J-Mitch Cooks a Candy.
I love it.
I'm just imagining you wiggling your little like hips.
It kind of reminds me of an old game that I play sometimes called Transport Tycoon Deluxe.
Auto irresistible.
Irresistible Rest. Damn. That sounds dark. Irresistible Rest? Damn.
Ellie is sick today, Kat. She would have been here. But you can see her little character's portrait right here. This is Ellie's little cutie. All right, so I should have just played this every time you guys take a short rest. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna, maybe not for this campaign, but for season 2, I'm gonna have a list like, when we do this, play this song. When we do this, play this song.
Yeah.
Season 2 is gonna be so good.
What'd you say?
Season 2 is gonna be so good.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm so excited for it. Okay.
I've got my character fleshed out and I'm loving it.
Are we still doing the like fusion of the two systems?
I still need to know what system we're playing before I choose my character.
I don't want you guys to make your characters yet.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to make
That'd
your
be
characters
crazy.
yet.
The bare bones of my characters.
That'd be crazy.
Nicole,
Yeah.
I nearly choked. Yeah, careful because the season 2 is going to be so heavily narrative. It is extremely important for your characters to fit within the world.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a season 0 or a session 0, but I'm gonna have one-on-one sessions with you guys too.
Season 0.
Season 0, it's
Pre-season
gonna be big.
season.
And I have
We're gonna do a
1.5.
prequel before we do a sequel.
A pre-sequel,
I
if you
kind of
will.
want to do some like one-shots in between to set the stage. maybe let some of y'all try out some character ideas before you commit to one.
You see a big brooding character with a hood over their head and like, my name's Slaymich.
Suddenly you see his like fingers come out and they're painted all pink. Hot pink.
Slay. No, the reason why I want you to not settle on anything just yet is because the state of the world is going to heavily depend on what happens in this ending of this campaign, and I have lots of write-ups. There's going to be a lot of implications. So I want you guys to be fully informed. I'm not saying, no, you can't play that character. I'll let you play whatever character you want to play, but I want you guys to be informed of what everything looks like first.
Yeah.
And I also want us to, I really want to do it with a Pathfinder style, but I also don't want to force anyone who's not into Pathfinder to play Pathfinder. So I haven't decided yet.
You could do a couple of Pathfinder one-shots beforehand with the group to see.
I think that right now I'm most worried if like Buff and Ellie would be into it.
I will play anything that I can pretend to be a guy.
Okay.
in.
I want to make sure.
Like if I can role play, I don't
guy
care
or
about
a
the
little
system. I can be a little guy.
I just want to make sure that everyone is fully informed and understands what this means, and I don't want to feel like I am totally willing to run 5th edition, so I don't want to accidentally blockade someone from having fun because we're switching systems. I personally would prefer the Pathfinder, but I am willing to not. So we will see.
Yeah.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
And that was our short rest.
Yeah, just had a little coffee break, little talking about the end of the world. All right, let me get my notes out. Are y'all heading out?
Mm-hmm.
No, we decided to just stay here for the next.
So Yaslin kicks her shoes off, lets her 20 toes wriggle while she gets a mud foot massage by a bunch of Myconids. Just
That was a short rest.
And you all head out. So as you travel through these twisting channels, it remains fairly similar, just thick, heavy carpets of moss and fungus covering the ground, the sides, the ceiling. You've seen a lot of fungus down here in the Underdark, but there is a new kind. There is all the kinds that you've seen, but there is a newer kind that you've never really seen before that you see in clusters pretty frequently while you're here. And these mushrooms are fairly tall and like stocky and are bright orange with like pulsating light. It reminds you of like brain waves, almost like exposed neurons. You can assume that these are the fruiting bodies of Aramikos itself. You travel through a passage for a while, but then the passage opens into a cavern unlike any you've seen before. The bioluminescent moss that once carpeted the walls is patchy and sickly. Large chunks of the cavern floor have been devoured, revealing raw rock beneath. The pervasive luminescence of the previous chamber is absent, replaced by an oppressive darkness. Only scattered patches of fungi clinging desperately to the cavern walls offer a dim, sickly illumination. The air is thick with the stench of decay, and a low, guttural gurgling sounds echo through the chamber. The center of the cavern, a pulsating mass of sickly dark green slime writhes and churns. Pseudopods lash out from its form, dripping with a caustic ichor. Scattered around the chamber are the dissolving remains of the unfortunate creatures caught within this mass. You hear squelching noises as it bubbles and writhes. It smells like decay. And it is much darker in here than it was in the previous chambers, as it seems like the moss and fungus has been eaten and melted away.
I feel right at home here.
Feel sick.
But why?
It's so revolting here.
This doesn't look like the work of taking over fungus. It just looks like it's been melted away as if it's an ooze, maybe?
You say this as a giant pile of ooze with whopping, swinging pseudopods is there, bubbling and slurping, and just kind of, it looks like it's gorging itself. It hasn't seemed to notice you.
Oh,
I guess we
like
know
that.
The demon prince. What are the demon princes encroaching on this territory?
So I just want to ask quickly, this does look very gory, doesn't it?
No,
Does it? Okay.
it is not like meaty creatures
Flesh.
being eaten. It's like acid burning away mold.
Okay, I misunderstood. That's why.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there's just one like giant ooze thing in the center, right?
Yeah,
This is
it's like
one
a-
creature.
It's hard to tell. It is like a pile. It's dark in here. There's a pile of gush in the middle, and you see pseudopods just kind of like flopping up and smacking against each other, and then going on the ground and like roiling around, just kind of nasty. And you do see a throughput. The far end of this chamber looks like another passage.
I would like to avoid that.
I don't suppose any of us
If we-
can get us across easily.
Oh, we need to cross a distance without actually crossing it, do we?
Oh wait.
Oh,
Yaslin, do you have something for this?
I just might.
I actually forgot about this. Holy shit.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
So how far a distance is it?
About 40 feet across.
It's a bit of a wasted distance, but yeah, I'll just cast Arcane Gate
Oh,
to get past it.
okay. Hell yeah. As you go like, everyone step back. You take
Yaslin has something for this.
your moon hilt sword out. You draw with the tip certain runes in the language of Illustre. And as you like trace the air, the light that is like coursing off of it kind of stays in place, and you draw out this gate. And then as you turn and look, you see the other end, right on the other side of the chamber.
Oh. Well, that's handy.
Convenient.
Wait, how long have you been able to do that
takes
for?
it feels like only since I woke up last time.
Okay, so it's a new discovery. I see.
Yes.
Illustre
should just
taught
go
it to
for
me in
food.
my dreams.
So
Yeah,
how does
but
this?
it does take a lot of energy, so I'm not going to be able to do it again for a while.
So exactly how does this work? Do we? And like Kothar like leans in to like investigate it, and he like trips over a rock and goes whoa and falls in.
You just,
Yeah, we just
all it
step
feels
through it.
like is that you just fall on your face. But when you push yourself up and you look, you're on the other side of the cavern.
But
Damage
you
shows
fell
up.
over and your feet are in one side and your head's in the other.
What you guys see though is also Nicole had lifted up his foot to like push him through, but he had tripped on his own, so he's just like, I I didn't do anything.
You
Jamage
see
front flips through it.
Shiny was also there getting ready to push Nicole or Kothar, but she goes,
Don't do that,
It's like,
Shiny.
ow.
you weren't
ow."
gonna do it.
Kothor's like looking
Yes,
around.
but-
He's like, ow, and he like gives a thumbs up from the other side.
You stick your thumb back where your feet are. So there's
Oh yeah, I just stick my thumb back through and I motion for everyone to come through.
Shiny is
We
gonna
can
step
actually
on,
see through it.
walk
so-
across you like a cat walking across your back.
Nicole's gonna pick up his feet like a wheelbarrow and walk through.
You're just gonna hear Lucius just give a big sigh, like, just like walk after.
I wish we had like a court artist who would just sketch all of these scenes.
Jamage does a front flip through it.
Hell yeah.
Acrobatics.
Are you good at front flips?
Yeah, are you good?
Roll for
We'll
dexterity.
find out.
I'm
I'll
not
tell you that
I'm
much.
not gonna make you roll if you're already proficient at
I don't. I think he would be. Well, hold on. Athletics, I have a +1. Acrobatics, I have +4. So yeah,
doing acrobatics. Let's see.
I feel like okay. I'm using my inspiration.
You only have to use
I
it.
get-
You only have to use it to. You don't have to use your inspiration unless you want to re-roll something.
Yeah, I want to use my inspiration.
But you haven't even rolled yet.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to use my inspiration.
This is
The inspiration
This
of
is
something
the
bad
This is the
happening.
cursed one. Yeah, this is the cursed one.
Yeah. This is the cursed inspiration.
Hey, 14. Let's go.
Okay, so the first time you try to jump, you are a very heavy dwarf and you don't get that far off the ground. So you just you're gonna lean on your cursed inspiration.
Yes.
Okay. You go. Okay, I can do this. You jump. You do an okay front flip.
Oh.
You realize that you were a little springier than you expected to be. Like you just tucked in a little easier. You were lighter that time.
Oh.
Everyone else, when you look at Jamage, his once girthy middle is now a lean, wiry frame. His dwarven belly gone. His dwarven booty flat. His dwarven love handles dipped. He is now just a big dwarf head on what looks like to be an anatomically correct skinny human that is short. Jamish doesn't notice.
Don't
this
look at
yet.
me. I'm hideous.
You realize that your wish to do this front flip more gracefully came at the cost of your body having to contort and change in order to accommodate your knees to come all the way up to your chin and for you to be able to do a little flip.
I look over at
That's not a
Yaslin.
good look.
I look over at Yaslin. I know you don't like me, but even this is low for you.
I didn't do that.
As
Everyone
they're
else went through fine. Jasmine's talking from the outside. She hasn't gone through yet.
Lucius can cast Thaumaturgy and do a little golf clap when Jamich lands.
Jasmine will
I
just
look-
head to the portal.
The portal is portaling.
We should go, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'm
Yeah.
pointing at Jamich.
Shiny looks at you. What happened to your belly?
He looks like a chihuahua almost.
Jasmine will cast Detect Magic on him to see if she can detect any magic.
Maybe more
been
of a
done to him.
Pomeranian. A shaved Pomeranian.
He does look like a shaved Pomeranian.
Oh my god!
You just see his.
I go
magic
over to
items.
Kothar. I go. You can restore it, right? You're gonna do that. You can use like a restoration spell, right? Right?
Kothar's like, why didn't I? And he's like, Oh, yes, absolutely, totally, but not today because I didn't prepare the
What do you
spell,
mean
but
today?
come find me tomorrow morning.
I
Permanent?
don't see any magic affecting you.
Well,
Oh,
obviously
but
something
but
happened.
Pomeranian front flipitis is very common amongst dwarves. It's a very common effect that we study in medicinal school. So just find me tomorrow morning and I'll clear it up right as rain.
Maybe it's karma for that
I
joke
try to
from
like grab your like collar and pull you down to me, but I just do a pull up. Just don't you dare look down on me.
But I've been looking down on you this entire time.
Your
I go
your
to
clothes
kick.
are so baggy. It's like
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have some kind of like drawstring or overalls or
Yeah, I like go to
something.
kick and then I just like get caught in my own pant leg and and it just turns into a weird like twist and I just go, "God damn it!" and just walk away.
Okay.
Let's go.
You exit the chamber just as this gurgly goop rides around and consumes the remaining fungus in the chamber. After some more walking, you run into patches of great verdance and great decay, kind of interchangeably, as it seems like Dewey Blix's forces have already started to work on eating the poor slumbering Eremikos. Let me see. The tunnel that you walk through eventually opens up into a vast fungal channel. Its walls and ceilings carpeted with bioluminescent fungi that cast more otherworldly light. Towering mushrooms line the channel. Their caps are bioluminescent and pulsing rhythmically, almost like lights kind of running down a channel. The passage is wide enough to accommodate a caravan of 15 to 20 people walking abreast, and numerous side tunnels branch off in all directions, forming a complex fungal labyrinth. You will hear Basidia enter your minds. You have found one of the main routes to Eremikos' core. Follow this as far as you can, but try not to be seen. This is a path well traveled. As he says this, you are then guided forward, following just this like light that is. What is the word for that when the light goes down in a direction? Like they're all lighting up individually in a line, so it's like do 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 do.
A light trail?
It's a light trail, I guess.
I guess, yeah. So yeah, the big tall mushrooms that are on the side of this channel are like light, 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 light. You continue forward for a little bit, unless you're not, in which case you need to tell me. But
I think we are.
I'll go.
Suddenly, you are met with rhythmic thumps that sound like heavy drums. As you are walking forward, you realized, and you make the bend, you are at the ass end of a long procession of myconids, easily exceeding 100 strong, and they fill the tunnel moving forward. These myconids are twisted and mutated, with their caps glowing of an unnatural purple light. They carry musical instruments fashioned from bioluminescent fungi. They are chanting something you have never seen a myconid create sound other like their body parts, because they speak to you in their minds. These ones are actually making sounds, and they are chanting hymns in a haunting, discordant chorus. Interspersed among these myconids are hulking figures, spore servants. You have seen these before, the reanimated corpses of humanoids that have been twisted by fungal growth. Their eyes glow with an eerie light, and their movements are jerky and unnatural. Despite their grotesque appearance, there is an air of feverish celebration that hangs in the air. That was super redundant. The myconids sway and bob, their frilled caps pulsating with in time with their chanting. Some carry strange, brightly colored fungi, tossing them into the air like a parody of wedding confetti. What do you do?
Yaslin looks at all of them and makes sure none of them are Seraph, because we haven't heard from him for a while.
Isn't he with your group?
Probably,
Yeah.
we haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah.
Or heard from him.
You do not see Seraph.
How
I don't
do
know,
we
should we let them
avoid
pass?
this? They're
Don't-
in front of us.
Don't feel like they're trying to influence us in any way.
Well, not right now because they haven't seen us, but I don't know, what if we just stop here for like 10 minutes and let them walk ahead?
Well,
We
it
could
can't
keep running
affect
into
my
them.
mind. Why don't
You
I just don't
suddenly
see what they're
feel
trying to
a
do.
figure brush past you as another troop of 5 or 6 myconids that look a lot like this one's pass right by you to join the main procession. One of
See?
them slowly turns and looks at you. Join us, friends. Happy days, happy days. And it turns.
Is it saying this in our minds?
Yes, it's sporing you.
I block it out.
You don't see it. You don't hear anything.
I don't hear it. I
Everyone
can tell
else-
it's trying to tell me something, but I will not be influenced. And I turn to everybody else. I'm like, I like look into their eyes to see if they got like mind controlled. You all are fine for now.
The rest of you can
It
hear, join us for the grand wedding. Share the gift of the Lady of Rot.
Question. While we have rapport spores on, can we talk out loud to people and have them not hear us? Or
They can hear
no?
you. They have ears.
No, I mean, I want to talk where they
Basidia?
can't hear us.
You mean you want to talk
But-
out loud so that Basidia can't hear us?
Well, the people who,
Or what?
the spores here.
I mean,
Try
you
to
can,
just
like,
do they-
whisper if you're out of earshot, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Rapport
maybe we should
spores
just-
are not, like, they're not just reading your thoughts. You can choose
Okay,
to
I
speak.
just want to double check that.
Mhm.
So Jasmine will say to everyone, oh, maybe we should just try and blend in to get past. I don't know. Like, how do you want to handle it?
Well, Basidia said that we shouldn't get spotted or seen.
Yeah, but now we
I
have.
think that's a little late now.
Well, it's a little too late for that now, isn't it?
Okay, then. Are we joining the procession?
I
You
guess
see
we're
Lucius
joining-
just dancing in the procession, like moving
Oh, no.
forward with them.
Lucius!
I mean, I guess if you can't beat them, join them. And then I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself, and I'm going to turn into, like, the myconids and mimic their form.
I will
Okay.
also cast Disguise Self, but I will look like a spore servant and sort of mimic their movements.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
I-
what are the rest of you doing?
I've
I will
literally never
use-
used this spell before.
I will use my disguise kit, and I will make myself look like a mushroom, which is a lot easier now that I'm skinny.
Hold on. So Kothar and Nicole magically transform into these beings, like a perfect
Yes.
thing. Javich ducks
I
behind
am
the
paper.
bed,
I am paper mache.
takes some like kid's birthday party like
Yeah.
makeup sponge and
Watercolor
White-
makeup.
Yeah, puts like white all over his face to look like one of the kind of mushrooms you get at the grocery store. I forget what they're called.
White cat mushrooms.
Yeah. Your beard is like clumpy with white paint. Your face is just painted white, and your little skinny body underneath is like hiding underneath you.
Oh no. Yeah.
This is oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We just have two perfect magical illusions, and then James.
Javich is between. I would like to specify that Javich is probably between us.
Yeah.
The two like properly disguised people.
Oh,
It's
no.
fine.
Okay,
Well, at least I
perfect.
got the size right.
Yaslin, what are you doing?
She's just gonna go see if she can get some like a bit of fungus off the wall or something like that, like stick it on her face to make it look like she's
Okay.
infected.
So
We're going like
She
levels
scrapes.
of effort.
she like scrapes off some fungus, like takes a knife and cuts some off the wall, and then just like
What are we doing?
puts it on her head, like
Look, just hasn't
gets some
even
glue,
tried, though.
Sticks it on her face, and so she's just Aslan with some moss on
Yeah,
her
sounds
face.
like good enough.
And then, Lucius, what are you gonna do?
He's just dancing, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
on
you
the
just
precision
wanna
uses
join.
himself.
Okay, have you joined the procession? Did you go off ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Do make a constitution save as the spores that are being kind of released by their dancing is starting to get fluffed up in the air and up your nostril.
I'm assuming you're going to be within 10 feet of me, so with the +4.
All right. Well,
No, you
17.
guys are far. You are not 10 feet away.
We're far apart.
Yeah, he ran
Okay.
off.
13.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Lucius, this is a great party. They hand you, they lay you and then start throwing the confetti, and you're just like, they're like kind of like making a
sprinkler.
little circle around you and playing their drums. They're like, hey! They don't seem to give a shit that you are neither Myconid nor Spore Servant. The rest of you,
Are there any other non-Myconids around?
just only the Spore Servants, which are corpses that have been reanimated by fungus to serve
Okay.
the Myconids.
Okay.
Are you guys joining in with your fucking costume?
Yeah.
Oh yes, the milk tea dances all the time.
It looks
Feels
like,
like an anime convention with the varying levels of effort put in.
all right, gang. It looks like we're crashing a wedding.
I love you guys so much. Okay. I feel like I need to throw out like 2 or 3. Okay, no, I have stuff happening. It's fine. You guys join the thing. If any of you have the foresight to stand at a safe distance, I won't make you roll Constitution saves. But if you think that you might have forgotten about the Zuchtmoy spores, and you do get close enough to the procession that you might breathe some spores in, I'm going to need you to make a con save. I will let that up to you. I'm not trying to, like, trick you. You tell me.
Well, I
what
feel like
you
feel
we
like
would
since-
stay. At least I would stay back, not necessarily because of the spores, just because I don't want to be like. I don't want anyone to instigate with us, you know.
I feel like since Jamich talked to the other two, Kofa and why is my brain just
Me.
gone?
Me.
Nicole?
Yes, me.
Cool. Yeah.
Don't breathe the spores in.
What's your name again?
She would know to not
Too cool.
stay close to the spores, although she won't remember names.
Gonna cool these nuts in your mouth.
No.
Okay, that was a stretch. That was a
a
stretch.
stretch, so no.
You want to hear something terrible?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was
To be?
sitting with Leo, and I said, "Hey, Leo, did you know your name is Leonidas? Leonidas nuts."
Oh no!
Why would you do that to... Oh, hi,
And he
Kat.
just looks at you like, huh?
He doesn't know. He doesn't understand English yet, so he was just like, "Get out of my way. There was something over here I wanted."
Did you do that before or after Buff made the joke?
God.
Okay.
Listen, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I didn't create this as a joke. This has been a meme for a while. I'm sorry. I'm not as intelligent. I made up the pun of Zuckmoy Dick, but like
Hey.
a play on words have been used. I'm just saying. I'm
Hey,
not.
I do remember
comical
a
genius.
streamer I watched one time playing a game called Stellaris, playing as mushrooms that looked like penises.
yeah, I remember that too. That
Yeah.
can die in the past. Okay.
I'm going to say that I stick close to the larger part of our group. Whether or
Okay.
not that means that I'm close or not, I don't know.
Mitch, who looks like he's been dunked upside down in a gallon of white paint, and it's like drying to his beard. It just he kind of looks like, it's weird
cake.
how accurate he actually kind of looks like some weird kind of mushroom. The way the like cracks in the you passed your save. You all travel with this group for a bit, and you see joining the main channel other groups of myconids as this procession gets larger and larger. Though, at some point, one of the myconids slightly breaks off from the group in a very jagged way, kind of like jerking and lumbering. He trips and he almost bumps right into Nakul, where Nakul, you can either step out of the way or you can catch it.
I will catch him.
Them, it's myconids don't have gender.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch it. He looks up at you. It looks up at you. It's like, it has the same kind of like purpley glow, but it's faint and flickering. It's wheezing, and you hear its voice come into your mind. Don't let her take me. Don't let the queen take me. Save Eremikos. The myconids around kind of look over and see this sickly myconid in your arms, and they kind of look at it with pity, but largely unbothered. Not everyone is strong enough to embrace the Queen of Rot. Such a shame. And they turn and just keep going on their procession and keep their celebrations. But this myconid looks up at you and quivers, breaks off a piece of his heart, kind of the same way Basidia did, and hands it to you. Save Eremikos, please. As it collapses and crumbles into a pile of decayed myconid parts.
Do I see the piece that it gave me? Is that also like purple tinged with the faintly cursed?
Faintly. In fact, you can tell there is something magical about this.
This doesn't look like the other thing. Can someone who can identify this look at this?
I cast Identify.
This little shard of myconid heart can be used as a spellcasting focus. If you cast a spell that does necrotic damage, it will automatically do max damage. But
Explain this.
it might have adverse effects from the taint. Don't you say a fucking word. Why does that body part have to be called a taint?
I don't know.
Don't ask.
This is a spellcasting focus. If you cast a necrotic spell, it'll do maximum damage, but it'll affect your taint.
Oh, that just got way worse.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it'll be tainted. It'll be tainted. Sorry. Misheard that last part.
That taint right.
There you go. Yeah. Taint right.
Oh my god, you guys.
You saw
But,
Kothar's hand slowly start to extend up, and then you said that, and then it went back down. And then
Yeah.
and then there's like a moment of silence, and he's like, "Okay, so which is it?"
No, you're good. You're good. I
Probably
hand it
both.
to him. You should be good. Yeah, you should be good.
All right.
Yeah.
I take the taint.
Take it from my
destroying-
scrawny, non-chubby fingers.
Your little
Uh,
frail wrists.
Yeah.
I still keep thinking of your procession of costumes, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, I guess we should keep following the crowd.
Are we going the
Really
right
much
way?
else we can do. Basidia.
Are you reaching out to Basidia?
Yes.
This way will take you to the core, though several of these offshoot passages might as well. Careful. Something is, and as he says, something is, something happens. Hold on.
Is our taints okay?
Your taints may be okay, maybe not, because as you say that, the bizarre wedding march grinds to a sudden halt, and a guttural roar echoes through the vast fungal channel, sending shivers down your spine. A wave of sickly green light spills from a side tunnel, followed by the unmistakable gurgling sounds of Juiblix's oozes. And a writhing mass of sickly green ooze surges out of the side tunnel, engulfing the nearest several myconids within its gelatinous form, completely consuming them. Shrieks pierce the air as the corrupted myconids are consumed. The spore servants react with surprising speed, their glowing eyes burning with cold fury. They lumber towards the ooze army, their rotting limbs flailing wildly. Panic erupts amongst the remaining myconids. The once orderly procession dissolves into a cacophony of shrieks and chitters. Myconids scatter in all directions, some running blindly down the main tunnel, others scrambling up into the network of side passages. You are caught in this crossfire. What do you want to do?
Where are we supposed to be going? Did Basidia tell us where we were supposed to be going before we got cut off?
Yeah, so the tunnel that you're in does lead to the heart, though other channels can also lead towards it. All seems to be like all roads lead to Rome sort of situation. So you can basically decide, yeah, it's up to you. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you want to... That you just see myconids screaming, being ripped into chunks, being engulfed, the spore servants going in and just beating back some of the slimes and the oozes. The light is now being reflected off of their jelly bodies, which is bathing everywhere in this disgusting green hue. The smell of acid and rot is just stinging your nostrils. The air goes from smelling like earthy and sweet to acidic, almost to the point where you want to choke. It's like breathing in cleaning chemicals. Pine salt everywhere.
I point to the nearest, or like gesture to the nearest like side passage. Not the side passage that they came out of, but like another side passage closest to us. And I just say, quick, let's go. And I'm just like,
Oh, we should
rushing
use this
down
as a
it.
distraction to get through the main. Oh,
this is the distraction.
Nicole is going to run forward at Lucius because he's far ahead of us. to try and get his attention, and like find him in the chaos.
What is Lucius doing real quick, and then I'll tell you what you see.
You see Lucius, how somehow he has like a mushroom cap on his head, and he has like this lays with like little mushrooms decorated on his body, and he's still like not even really paying attention to all the chaos. He's just kind of like boogieing.
It's like a scene when everyone is flying and dying and getting thrown around, and the character the camera's focusing on is just in slow motion, and it's like, I got sunshine in my head.
It's like that.
Nicole, you rush up to grab Lucius. Lucius is just kind of oblivious to all this when far ahead, as the main channel kind of bends, you catch a brief glimpse of a wall of ooze that kind of fills the entire cavern ahead. It is a dark green with yellow patches, and you see eyes dotting its body. Dewey Blix himself.
I grab Lucius and I thunderstep.
Oh my god.
We're leaving.
The myconids and the slime just get knocked down. Are you reappearing where Kothar is?
Yes, probably slightly in front of them because I knew which tunnel they were going to aim for. So
okay. J. Mitch, are you going?
I'm going with Kothar.
Yaslin, are you going?
Yeah, yeah.
You all turn
Unless,
the
of
corner.
course-
Yeah,
Unless Lucius struggles, does he come with me willingly?
Yeah, he just kind of is like confused on all of a sudden he's like here, and he's like, oh,
yeah,
no
Lucius,
more partying.
you do get a glimpse of Dewey Blix. You might be not in your right mind lately, but you're not stupid. That's a demon lord. That's a demon
Thank
lord.
you.
In fact,
Thank you for saving me.
I would say since Lucius wasn't paying too much attention, I'm not going to make him make a save. But Nicole, I do think that I want you to make a wisdom save. That was a truly like gut-wrenching, horrifying. That was like the same shudder as when you laid eyes on Demogorgon and Zuckmoy for the first time. Just
All right.
and yeah, it's just like. Oh,
We should just
oh,
be happy.
that's pretty good.
Maybe
That's
she
pretty
didn't see it.
good. Okay, you're able to.
Paladin rolls.
You're able to keep your pee in. My
My taint
Thank you
is
for
fine.
rescuing me
Okay,
from
Oh.
the demon lord.
yes.
Lucius like rolled his eyes
we
as
need to
he
go.
said that. Thanks, I guess.
Yes, of
Thank you
course.
for the demon
We need to
lord,
go.
whatever.
You hustle.
Kothar.
The sounds.
There's
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Sorry.
Dewey Blex is he's gonna convey that Dewey Blex is up ahead. So we need to
Oh, good.
go.
Because of course he is, because this wasn't already too difficult.
You go
Kotar's
running
muttering to himself.
down the channel, the passageway. It immediately is much smaller than the large channel you were going through, and you just hear brutality behind you of shrieks and gurgles and slurps. It's kind of like the battle with the Pudding King, but on a scale you didn't know could exist. You rush forward before suddenly coming to a stop as you come into a single chamber, much smaller than some of the ones you've been before. And it's strange. It is so different than anything else you have seen so far in here. The walls are clean. The smell, pure. It's like a round chamber, circular. In the center is a pool of what appears to be the most crystal clear water that is perfectly still. There is about enough space between the walls of this round chamber and the edge of the water to fit maybe like one person. But you just see this perfectly round, still pond. It is kind of almost, you're not sure where the light is coming from, maybe some crystals on the ceiling, but there's a little bit of light that is causing a ripple, a reflection. You know, the looks, you know how water looks in a pool when it's lit up and casting light on the walls and the ceiling.
Can we investigate the pool?
Tell me what you do.
I look at the
Be in
water.
our right mind too.
You look at the water. It is very clear.
How
So-
deep
so-
is
Can
it?
we?
So you look down. It looks quite deep. Like this water is filling a endless crack.
Order Mycos, let us know what are we supposed to do next?
You do see that a passage on the exact opposite side of you continues.
Okay, ignore. This is a red herring. We gotta we gotta go.
Sorry.
Can we talk with Basidia, or is the channel the channel blocked?
As you call for Basidia, you hear him. What happened?
Slimes.
Long story short, don't come near here. We found our way to what appears to be a water room with a pond of water in the center. It's very tiny.
I am unfamiliar. Aramikos is very big.
Huh.
I've only been here maybe once or twice in my life.
That's enough
Alright,
answer
well,
for me. We should
let's go.
probably just go and ignore it.
Let's go.
Okay.
We
How are-
single file.
Before we go, I'm gonna investigate the water to see if there's anything like magical inside of it, like an item or something. Not if the
How are you doing that?
vision.
You're looking,
looking.
as you
Yeah.
look in, it looks pure crystal clear.
But it looks like water and there's nothing inside of it.
Right.
Like an item and everything. Okay, I just keep going then.
So you all walk
I
along the
will,
edge.
as we're passing and walking along the edge, I'm going to use Nicole's divine sense just briefly. I know if it's consecrated or hallowed,
Gotcha.
if it this place.
How does your divine sense manifest to you?
What do you mean?
Like-
How does he see it?
Do you see something? Do you smell something? Do you see a specific thing? Do you just get a vibe? Like how does that work? And what's the range? 60 feet?
It's 60 feet. It is. I would say that it's sort of just he sees blurry colors and certain smells trigger like rotting is undead or whatever.
Okay. As you hone your eyes in, your eyes become kind of draconic as they adjust. You're looking at the water. The water's the entire body of fluid starts to glow in a hazy, kind of blurry green, and the smell of acid rips into your nostrils.
What does that interpret for me?
That it's
Is it a slime?
It's very confusing. It's a demonic slime.
Oh, okay.
You see that the surface starts to ripple.
Move faster.
You start scooching around. As you start scooching, the water, it's almost like water on top of a speaker where it starts to pool and dance. Suddenly, the surface forms together to make the imprint of what looks like a mouth with big, plump lips. And it goes,
Okay.
"Hello? Who's there? A friend? come to keep me company? Oh, don't be shy. And you notice several pseudopods burst out from the pool and like kind of lick the sides of the walls. None of them hit you, but it looks like it's almost like looking, like it's searching. Hello? Oh, don't be afraid. I know you're there. Say hello, friends.
You keep walking.
Kothar's just like making mouth sounds like.
Okay, as this thing is trying to slap at you, I need acrobatics checks. Oh, no, I'm going to say dexterity save so that you guys can have the thing. Yoo-hoo. Where are you?
I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Okay. Let me make sure that...
Can I sacrifice myself, as in like my movement, to like use my shield and my body to block if it is gonna hit anyone else near me?
Only if it was someone who was directly in front of you. Or, you know what? I did all of this work. Hold on.
Oh, is there a map? The
Oh.
giggling pool. Oh, this is tiny.
This is very small.
I forgot to put like a little indicator where the edge of the water is, like a stronger indicator, but I think you can kind of get the point. It's like a 1 square deal, you know. Boop, boop, boop. So I need you guys to give me your marching order. I'm going to use the restroom while we do this. I want to see how you handle this. If you're,
I would
go
say
ahead.
Nicole's last.
Go ahead and put your guys' self on the map how you think you would be
It's
shimming.
paused.
It's paused.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
So I
What
think
order
Nicole
are
will
we
be
in,
up
guys?
front. I think Nicole will be up front, right?
I could either be up front or like second, or
I feel like I was
last one, it
just starting
depends.
to leave, but like I was like right behind you.
Okay.
I feel like Yaz will be
Lucius
in the
would-
middle somewhere.
Who should be in the back, probably.
Wasn't I the first one to come down this path?
You
Sure.
you were, but I thunderstepped in front of you with Lucius.
Okay, so I guess I'll be right behind you then.
Wait. This is the exit, right? Right over
Yes.
Yeah.
here? Oh, well, wouldn't we all be over in this direction because we're all leaving?
I
Well, we're
think
just trying to work
she
out
I'll be like
interpreted.
over here, right?
We're just trying to work out
She
the
interpreted
marching order
as-
at the moment. Not trying to work
Yeah,
out
I
where we
think-
are.
Yeah, I think she interpreted us like starting to go as the trigger, so we haven't actually made it across yet.
Okay.
We're probably like in the
Okay.
middle somewhere.
Okay. I have zero idea what I'm doing in this Pokemon game. You're doing everything correct.
Yes,
100%.
everything you're doing is correct.
You can't do a wrong thing. Right? Just be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, you literally just throw balls at the Pokemon, and then you can trade them if you want, but that's about it.
Okay. I'm good with my order. Except for Lucius is in the walls, but I don't know what that.
He's in
Oh,
the
no, he can-
walls.
They're in the walls.
Just reminds me of the Matrix.
What is everyone's opinion on cucumber?
What?
I'm having cucumbers.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
That's what I've been eating.
I got really sad the other day because I ordered a salad from this place as an appetizer. And on the menu, there's no cucumbers listed, but it came with cucumbers. And I picked them out, but like, when a cucumber touches something, its juices get on that thing, so you can still taste cucumber. So
What's wrong
every
with
single time I
cucumber?
took a bite of the salad, I just went, because I could taste the cucumber. It tastes bad. I hate
What do you mean it
cucumber.
tastes bad?
It tastes sour, and I don't like it.
When whenever my parents have McDonald's, they always take the pickle out of the. Like, for my whole life, they've done this. Before, when you couldn't ask for no pickle. And yeah, it's just like, why bother doing that? It's just, but you don't even taste it most of the time.
You like pickles, Justin?
Yeah, I like pickles. I know they're essentially the same thing, but I think cucumbers are just worse.
Okay. How come you guys haven't put yourself on the map where...
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
We weren't sure whereabouts we would be standing.
Yeah, are we like in the middle of the chamber over here? Are
Oh,
we at
I
the
would
tail
say...
end?
No, I
Right.
would say that he starts talking when you're, like, right here.
Mhm.
All right. Here's what's going to happen. As you're shimmying across, I just need to see where you guys are standing. This isn't going to be typical. The mouth, which again, I'm thinking this motherfucker has some like Tim Curry looking lips. And it's the words are forming like he's talking like this. Where are you? And it's like the mouth is like this big. You don't want to play? Well, that's no fun. And he's gonna make a little gurgle and a little splatter. And I'm gonna roll a dice to determine which way he thinks you might be. I am rolling a D4.
Can I insight check to see if he's being now hostile?
He might be. This is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, and this is a 4.
Ooh.
The mouth kind of like gurgles and then sprays a cone of clear acid that just slams against the wall. You hear the steam kind of like roiling up. No? You guys have a moment to
Jasmine's eyes go wide.
to move, to speak, to throw rocks. Up to you.
I want to run
Throw
around the
rocks.
side of it. Guys, I think we should let's just go. Let's get out of here. There's no reason
Yep.
to be here.
Jasmine will pick up a rock
To
and
run.
throw it to up here.
You just throw a rock.
Yep. Try and distract it.
You are here. Ooh, how delightful.
Oh no.
I hate Tim Curry. Oh God.
You
As
what?
Yasmin
I
is-
hate Tim Curry's slime. Slime man.
That's where I get with a dash.
You were about to get.
I'm gonna remove.
Oh wait, no! What am I doing?
You can't.
on.
Wait,
I
you
grabbed-
can't do that. You are behind Kothar and Nakul. You are single file.
Yes.
Lucius is going to cast Thaumaturgy right about where that rock hit, a little bit like over here, to kind of like indicate that the movement's going that way with like some tremors.
As you do that, you see a pseudopod burst out from the edge and whack in that direction and start like it's feeling around. Oh, we're playing games. I love games.
I grabbed Yoslyn's like kneecap and then I cast Dimension Door.
Kneecap.
Oh, you're doing Dimension Door too? Oh, that's Dimension Door is
Yeah.
the gate. Okay, you go
The exit.
straight across. You two, let me move you.
Already
We have,
right here.
yeah, so we have, so Nakul, Kothar, and Lucius. Lucius, stay right there. I'm going to have it roll again. You guys are doing a lot of actions.
Hold up. Let me read something real quick.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to roll.
And for the record, I don't think Yaslin's like massively taller than James. Like, Drow is short. So
Right.
Yeah.
I think
But
you'd be
he's,
like closer to 5'3" or 5'4".
yeah, I said at the start 5 because they're between 4 something and 5 something.
Are
so
they 4 something, 5 something? 4 something is really
They're
short.
quite short.
Is
They're
that
very
weird?
short.
Quite short.
I hate that the drow are that short because in my mind they are tall as shit.
Yeah, they're
like
just
I'm
tall.
Yeah, they would.
like muscle
Essentially,
mommy.
they
They're
are supposed to be.
Elves and
It
D&D
is
are
sort of
not tall. They're
weird.
short.
They're not. They're short, but they're like. The only canon thing about them is that they're slightly shorter than normal elves, and they're far curvier.
That's so funny. Because again, I'm thinking of like muscle mommy goddess, like drow tails type of drow. They look like mountain women,
Yeah.
but canonically they're like saucy, short, curvy ladies who keep their men in line.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's right,
something
because
like that.
Dritz is pretty small. Okay, what are you doing, Kothar?
Never mind.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All of you are just safe. Kothar
We
and
just moved.
Lucius,
Yeah, we just
you
got out of the way.
see a spray. It almost hits you. You can feel a few flecks of splash kind of like stinging your face. Not enough to do damage, but definitely enough to make you uncomfortable as a spray of acid belches over to this quadrant. Oh, come now. You're being so boring. Why don't we play nice? Tell me a joke. Tell me a story. I've been stuck
James
here
goes,
for
a joke?
while."
Do you?
A joke?
Do you know?
No!
Wait, are you gonna
Who's
do
marrying
it?
That's a
again?
perfect
Armagos
vicious
right now?
mockery! That's a
What?
perfect vicious mockery!
Wait, say a joke. Please, let's hear it. And again, these lips are like, it's like perfectly moving as if it's speaking.
From like the exit, you just hear James go, do you know who's marrying Armagos?
Yes, that rot queen. What was her name?
Yeah, what was her name?
Zuper? No, that's not right. As you're saying that, as he's talking, Nicole, Kothar,
James is
Lucius, are you-
stressed that they don't know the name.
Are
He
you
doesn't
guys
know what to do next.
scooching? Hold on, he's thinking. He's like starting to rattle off
Yeah.
names. Are you guys moving, or are
Yes.
you waiting? Okay, you're
Lucius is moving forward.
Show me which direction, because it looks like you're going. I can't tell if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise.
I still see Lucius all the way over there. Okay, he's moving.
Okay.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, I would say
Oh, there.
you get about right here. I'd say Lucius, stay there, and then if you're moving, Kothar, get to right there.
I'm gonna
Are you
hold.
standing
I'm actually gonna step back to Lucius to where he just blasted in the acid, and I'm gonna hold.
Okay. You know, when I re-roll a dice, it is just as likely to hit on.
Oh
the
fuck, you're
same
right. Shit.
number.
Fuck, you're right. Never
if
mind.
I thought.
You know what? No. If there's anything I've learned in my life, if you make a decision, stick with it. I'm staying.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, you're saying that quadrant. All right.
Be stubborn.
He keeps talking. He goes, Ziggurat, Ziggy, Zelia, Zucked Moy.
And as they say that, you just hear, this is going to be a upcast psychic lance at 6th level of him just yelling at the top of his lungs as everybody's like escaping through the exit behind him. He just yells into the cavern, like by the acid water. Sucked my dick! And runs as fast as he can out.
This joke has
The other
gone
side.
full circle. This is, I think
really
the name
has.
of this episode is called Zucked Boy Dick.
My dick.
It's, let me make a roll. Let me roll an intelligence roll.
Oh my fucking god.
He has a flat intelligence, so...
Uh,
Oh.
Oh, I don't know why I
Fail.
connected on Lucia's. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what damage. Oh my goodness.
33 psychic
Is
damage.
it psychic damage or is it emotional damage?
I'm gonna
It's
say.
incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh my gosh. You hear him. Okay, so you scream that.
Right.
Suddenly, dead silence. You're like, Dick, 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 Dick. There is silence. And then suddenly, a ripple and a tremble.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good joke.
He sounds like the guy laughing in the beginning of Feel Good Incorporated. Just scream laughing. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Feel good. Ah! Okay, you guys have about 6 to 12 seconds to run as this thing's mouth is opening so wide you can see the jelly like ripping a little bit as it is literally dying of laughter.
Wait, did 33 damage kill it?
No, he's incapacitated. Yes, as you rush through the hall, his shrieking laughter echoes behind you, just unsettling cackling. Let's see. You rush through, the light behind you getting dimmer, and a light above you, in front of you. A white, almost haze? As you run out, the darkness, it gets dark for a second before it gets white, like you're walking into, out of a dark tunnel into daylight almost. The ground beneath your feet is spongy and soft, carpeted. Pastel pinks, whites, yellows, mushrooms stretch as far as the eye can see, like a great fungal meadow. There is like a white haze, spores, mist, you're not sure, kind of encroaching on the sides of your vision, far ahead, up ahead. It almost feels like you're outside in a way. It is hard to tell. But you find yourself in this great open space. You're close. You're close to his mind. As
keep going.
you look around you, two lumbering forms emerge from the ground. They look like they are made of the material around them, though they stand on all fours, have one big gaping mouth and giant spiky tentacles all around them. Oh no. It looks like some of Aramikos' defenses are still activated. Defend yourself. And I'm going to put you all in combat. Oops, not that button. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Kind of look like a dumb face right now.
Nicole looks like a dumb face? Oh, no.
No, the
map
way
looks like
it
a dumb
lined
face.
up on the field.
Oh, that's
Wait,
great.
I don't see it.
The two green guys are two eyes, and you guys are just a mouth.
Oh, we're going.
That's kind of how you feel right now. Before
After that,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
no.
Why is Cora in here? Boop. Okay. You guys also notice that the spores in here are kicking up, and It's making you feel a little drowsy.
Oh, great. I was already tired enough.
Is it a magical effect of sleep?
It is miscellaneous.
Okay.
Why? Do you
Okay,
get to
so-
decide not to fall asleep?
I think. No, I was just. I think. I don't remember if I'm getting it confused with Pathfinder. Ignore me.
Okay.
I do have advantage against being charmed, and I can't be put to sleep magically. So I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, as an elf.
There are going to be things that happen that are outside the realms of the norm. Lucius, you see these beings. They are hostile. You put down your ration that you were about to put in your mouth and then replace it with another.
Yes.
Time to bring out the old shooting bow.
Where's Lumi? Hold on. I gotta give you Lumi. Lumi, Lumi, everybody, everywhere. I think Lumi's supposed to be bigger. What size is Lumi nowadays?
Medium.
Medium? Okay. All right. There you go. What do you do? Caught
Time to slay. And he aims his bow directly at the left one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's going to mutter some words and cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
And then he's going to let 2 arrows fly.
Okay. That hits.
And then damage for Hunter's Mark. So 25 total damage for his first shot.
Okay.
And then second shot.
Mhm.
23.
Very good.
So 25 and 1 more damage for Hunter's Mark. So 30 damage.
Jesus H. Christ.
And then he's going to go, all right. And he's going to kind of move over the structure.
All right. As you move, you kind of feel like this cloud of white mist encroaching a little bit on you, kind of like almost closing you guys in. You cannot see through this fog. It is eerie and strange, almost like a wall. Okay. Yaslin, you are next.
That doesn't sound ominous. So Yaslin is going to just move forward lightly, if I can do that properly. So there. Oops. No, it's not working at all. There. And she is going to turn around and face the creatures. And she's just going to cast
She
Fairy
moonwalked.
Fire on them.
She moonwalked and then flipped around and went, hey! And then
That's how she casts.
hey, what good are 10 toes on each foot if you're not going to moonwalk everywhere? Okay,
Rules.
let me do the save. Let me do the save. Let me do the save. The first one failed. So did the next one. They are now glowing by the light of the moon. You can see their bodies are carpeted with tiny little like mushrooms that the heads all light up. It looks like it's just covered in fairy lights now.
And then Yaslin will just take another step back a bit behind.
Okay.
And then
Veslin is not going to yell, "In the name of the moon, I will punish you."
In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
Sorry.
This OT. Why does this Cora keep popping up on here? This.
yeah, they should both now have. We should have advantage against them from now on. If we can see.
This thing rushes. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. And is going to do something. It's going to bite Kothar with its
I'm literally
enormous...
just a cleric.
You
I'm
were
just a little innocent.
You were in
cleric.
front of him. It will miss with its bite, but it's now going to take its 2 tentacles and try to tentacle you.
Don't you know what the word consent means?
You dodge 1 tentacle. Does a 23 hit?
Not when I cast shield.
Its tentacle boops off of your shield. And it then... Oh, cool. As you block it, a piercing voice, very deep, very bassy, rumbles through your brain. Leave me alone, trespassers! Okay, it's Nicole's turn.
You've got that one, right?
Totally, yes! Wonderful!
Okay.
I've handled a few tentacles before. That came out wrong.
Is there something we need to talk about?
Talk now! Fight now! Talk later!
You're talking about being like anime before.
Okay. He's gonna run at the other one and take 2 swings at it.
Okay.
Was that with advantage?
Yes, that was with advantage.
Oh, that first one misses.
With a
Yes.
32?
Oh, I saw the 12.
It's
Oh,
32 with 12 damage.
Sorry, I was looking ahead. Okay, so 12
Too proactive,
damage,
Scarlet.
11 damage. Okay. This thing
That's
is
his-
definitely looking pretty harrowed.
That's his turn.
It is now the being's turn who had just attacked you. You feel your mind being assaulted. Almost like a vision of a great fungal skull, like a vaguely humanoid skull screaming at you, "Leave me alone!" And is going to try to bite you and tentacle you. Bite. Snap. That will miss. It will try to tentacle you. That will miss. It'll try to tentacle you again. That'll miss. Kothar.
Pigs are doing their job.
I know, right?
I'm gonna scooch around these, and as I scooch, I'm gonna be like, Basidia, talk to me. What are these things?
Defenses. The white blood cells of Aramikos.
Do they have any weaknesses?
Macrophages.
They are weak to blunt force trauma and other forms of damage. These should be simple for you to dispatch. Just don't let them eat you. Or infect
Will
you.
do! I'm gonna move around so that I'm within 10 feet of my wonderful paladin, because I love +4s. And then, inflict wounds! Woo! Inflict wounds!
Woo!
Are you holding the
The other chunk.
focus?
No, because I'm scared of the other effect.
Aww.
Howard.
If you do it from here, you'll have. Oh wait, you already have advantage. Never mind. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, we already have advantage.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. That is a hit.
24.
That is a hit. Pump and dump. Pump and dump.
For 31.
Wait,
Holy
wait.
shit.
Don't you get max?
No, he's
Well,
not.
No.
you
using
spellcast
it.
focus
I didn't.
with-
I didn't
oh,
use
okay.
He's not using
I didn't
it.
use the thing.
Okay. Fine.
You should use the thing.
She's the thing, though.
That would only give me another 9 damage. That's not that much.
It's just your taint. She's
That's
it.
9 damage that you don't have.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn. Hey, look, guys, I kind of did what Cora did. Woo!
Damage.
At the cost of a spell instead of an arrow.
I don't know what I'm concentrating on, but it's just I'm concentrating on something and I don't want to concentrate on it.
It should be in your effects tab.
As you stop concentrating, you suddenly hear the laughter of an ooze stop suddenly and go, wait, I forget the joke.
Oh, okay. Psychic glance.
I was not
I
concentrating
know,
on
I was
Cyclone.
just making a stupid joke.
Interesting. I'm going to oh gosh. No, that's not worth. I'm just gonna cast slow on both of them.
Okay.
But it only affects them.
Okay, let's go ahead.
I slather them in Laffy Taffy and molasses.
The first guy fails.
Oh, so now you can move away if they succeed. If they don't succeed, that's good.
The next one, this guy succeeds, this guy fails.
I'm just a cleric.
Wait, this guy succeeds?
The one next to you does, this one.
Alright.
But this
fair
one
enough.
failed.
Bonus action. Bardically inspire Nakul by saying, wow, Nakul, you're really cool.
Did you just call me not cool?
No, it was a play on words. I'm doing play on words today. That's my turn.
Oh. So, okay.
You should hear the
And
one
a mote of potential flies around you.
The creeping fog encroaches even closer. If you look into it, it looks like you are looking into a vast emptiness. It's like the opposite of pitch black. It is stark white, and it is thick and heavy. All of the mushrooms at your feet start to tremble and stand erect. Shut the fuck up. And
We didn't say anything.
I was
Jeez.
looking Buff right in the eyes. Lucius, it's your turn.
Gosh.
Lucius is gonna look at the one up here,
Mhm.
How
and
erect
he's
is it?
going to look at his erectness. No, he's gonna cast.
How hard is it?
Yeah, how hard is
How
this?
erect, how erect is it?
It's like a half chub.
Slightly above the national average.
Yeah,
So
it's like
it-
you got
what I
some
like to hear.
give, but it's also
yeah,
got
yeah.
some like it's holding its form a little bit. It's definitely like happy to be here.
Hey, y'all, we're adults and we are very mature. Don't worry, chat. We're professionals.
Lucius is going to give that one Inagu's powerful gaze, where he looks incredibly sinister at this creature.
I love how you
Um,
included my like DM to
TLDR.
you after.
hmm
Yep.
It's okay.
I like how it has the time stamp too.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly on this day. And he's going to shoot 2 more shots with the longbow.
Yeah, let me remind myself what that does. You gain a +2 on attack rolls against designated creature. Deal 2 points of damage with each successful. Yeah, this is freaking cool.
12.
12 is a miss.
Rip.
As you call upon Yinagu, you do feel the ground shudder and you hear the same voice screaming through all your minds. Filthy, profane demons, leave me in peace.
Demons? Who's the demon here?
That
26
hits.
to hit.
That hits.
That'll be 27 damage and Hunter's Mark.
Ooh, okay.
How dead is it?
29 damage.
You hit this thing, and suddenly it clutches itself with its tentacles. Both of them do. They start warping and warbling. Their bodies swell, and then they pop like a bag of overflowing liquid, showering all of you in a caustic cocktail.
Yeah.
All of us?
All of
Too far
you.
away.
Yes, all of you. The deflating bulks of their bodies sink beneath the shimmering fungal field where you stand, and your vision starts to swim. You feel dizzy and faint. Your limbs are numb, and your legs no longer support you. You fall as if the ground beneath you is a layer of cloud, and you start to fall. As you fall, your vision blurry, you hear Basidia. You've done it. You're connecting with Aramikos. You should be able to see what is happening here. And through your link with Basidia, you are able to now sense that Zuckmoy's wedding ceremony has begun. Receiving the Myconid's impressions, you become aware of a huge crowd of fungal creatures and spore servants, hundreds, perhaps thousands of them, watching a grotesque procession make its way through them. Myconids of all sizes caper madly before a troop of giant animated mushrooms bearing a mossy litter upon which the demon queen of fungi in all of her terrible splendor sits. Zuckmoy is draped and veiled in molds and fruiting mushrooms woven into her grotesque gown. Vaguely humanoid figures set with clusters of luminescent lichen and tumescent fungal growths follow her like bridesmaids, carrying a veil and train of Lysimycelia. Stepping off the litter as her followers set it down, the demon queen of fungi rises to tower above all the creatures around here. My betrothed, she intones, the meaning of her words clear within the vision. I am here at last. Your eyes all warble again. And then you look around. You are floating, weightless, adrift. A gray, silvery light spreads around you like the dawn of a cloudy day, illuminating a peculiar realm. All of you are floating in a silvery haze that shimmers with a swirl of colors. Objects drift past in the distance, but whether they are small as stones or rocks the size of mountains, you cannot say for certain. The moment of reverie is broken by the sound of Basidia's voice in your mind. It begins. All of you are in the astral plane. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Okay.
That was a lot of lore dump, but yeah, there you go.
I can't wait for the Mind Flayer arc.
More tentacles.
Tentacles! Rip you all apart! All right, how you guys feeling?
Pretty floaty.
Floaty indeed.
I love how Dweeblex has just become Tim Curry?
That wasn't Dewey Blix. That was just a random
Or how
ooze.
like slimes and oozes have just become Tim
It
Curry?
was an
every time.
elite ooze we had to get rid of.
The story,
immediately.
the backstory of that ooze is that he had found his way into this room and had gorged himself on all of the mushrooms all around, that he's become like too fat to get out of his hole. So he's just sitting,
no.
so he's just sitting in there like, guys, I'm
Little guy.
stuck.
I was
If you
gonna
had
be
described him
Globagul
like
just
Calcifer,
making.
I would have been more inclined to interact with him.
Wait, what was the question?
A little bit too much.
What'd you say?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I said if you had described him like Calcifer, from Howl's Moving Castle.
I don't know what
Have you
that
seen
is.
him?
No.
Oh my
Only
god.
one of the movies I've seen is Spirited Away, which was very good.
I put a gif of him in shitpost.
I want to see. La, la, la.
There's more than a few gifts of Tim Curry in there as well.
Oh. I
I thought it was gonna be a Globagul appearance.
Yeah.
Um,
Also,
I heavily considered it, but I realized that you would have spent all day dealing with Globagul stuck in a rock.
Oh, we would have been there
Yep.
trying to help out.
yeah, we would have been there for at least 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to
easily.
get us. I'm trying to get us through this, guys. I'm trying. Cool. Do you want to do your golden buzzers? All right.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. J. Mitch.
I feel like I don't know. Nicole did a lot of damage, so I'll give it to Nicole. He popped those baddies.
Give him some flex save.
Kothar.
As much as it pains me, as much as I don't want to, as much as it goes against everything I am, fucking take it, J-Mitch, fine.
When you know this is how you win.
I don't even have to
D&D.
say anything, just take
This
it.
is how you win D&D. I'm so happy right now.
Nicole.
Same thing. I'm sorry. Please don't do this again. Although you have permission to do it one more time.
Yeah, Ellie.
Well, no.
Just-
Rule of threes. I did 3. I'm good.
No, listen, Ellie did it to me, so now you have to get back at her for me.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it to Ellie, but yeah. Anyway,
Yaslin.
I'm going to go against everyone else and actually give it to Scarlet for the
hell yeah.
backfire for Jamish.
Yeah.
They caused Jamish to blame Yaslin straight away.
Now a Pomeranian dwarf.
Yo, honestly, that's like the worst punishment for Janish because he's very aesthetic, like lean.
When I tell you that I knew that about you, I was like,
Yeah. No, this like deeply affects his self consciousness, and it's like
I want to draw you guys lined up with the various degrees. You got Nicole looking like a spore servant, Kothar looking like a perfect Myconid, J. Mitch looking like someone dunked him upside down in a can of paint, but weirdly still fitting in. And then Yaslin, who's like the hot girl that just wears the animal ears to a costume party, but it's just like one piece of like moss stuck to her face, and she's just like, here I am. And then Lucius just like
Off in the distance, just having the time of.
he's like doing
like,
the limbo.
God.
Lucius, who are you giving it to?
Buff for the joke.
Buff, you won the golden buff.
yay
sir.
me! I
Fuck, you win
win.
D&D.
You win.
I won
D&D.
D&D.
All right. Well, that was today's session. Next session, you get to save Aramikos. This is going to be trippy, everyone.
Like we're high on mushrooms.
Very fun.
You are high on mushrooms. And I like how you're like, excuse me, I'm immune to sleep.
Sleep?
The encounter doesn't work unless you all go to sleep.
It just
Yes.
yes,
We're-
sitting there in the field, like
Yaslin is
Where
just
am I
looking
going?
after
Lucid
everyone's
dreaming.
bodies. Yeah, just like, oh no. You know what? Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have said everybody except for Yaslin goes to sleep, and Yaslin is just looking like at
Kind of
all these fallen
confused.
bodies, and then I have mountains and mountains of enemies just pouring through, and just gotta like fend everybody
Oh,
off.
that'd be great.
Hey,
She
maybe.
doesn't have Sheila anymore. She can't do that by herself.
Well, maybe they all have one hit point. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. You all did an amazing job. I will see you next week. Mwah.
Bye.
Goodbye. Okay. Whew. Hold on, let me turn my camera